American Dream training, okay? Because we train and we train hard so that when it's time to actually trade, we know what the hell we're doing.
You have now stumbled into AmericanDreamTrading.com, where we trade shares and options. I will show you about swing trading, long-term trading, dividend stocks, high-yield income stocks, covered calls, cash secure puts, diagonal and credit spreads, debit spreads. I will teach you everything there is to know about the entire market. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I can't believe I get paid to help all of you get paid. This is such a wild thing.
Before we go any further, smash the like button. Share the content and make sure you subscribe. Okay, great. Turn your YouTube down, Dawn, idiot. Make sure, because I don't want Mark McSee up here threatening baby kittens, okay? Smash that like button right now. Don't pass go. Do not collect $200. Smash the like button. Thank you. Make sure you share the content. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. Why? Because Coach is a great guy, don't you think? And I think it would be amazing if we could get him to 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year. And we're at 9140 right now. Okay, which means we have only, and I say only because it's a small thing to a giant group like this, 860 to go. I once saw Coach get me 800 subscribers in an hour. So I know we can do this, guys. Before the end of the year, come on. So let's get him there, you know? He's sick, he's in the bed, he's finding ways to still pop in and say hi to us, even when we know he shouldn't be. Let's bust our asses and get this man to 10,000 subscribers. It's not that hard. Just share it, get some people in here. Let's get the grid. Let's start rallying around this during the daytime. That's when we have the most members. I'm going to start talking this thing up and see if we can't get Bruno to flash this on the screen and maybe even make this shit happen tomorrow, okay? Because I'm tired of talking about it, quite frankly. 10 G's, that's it. We're so close, and we have enough members to do it inside of an hour. So, yeah, tomorrow we need to be on this like white on rice. Everybody, please subscribe. Please, 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 please. Welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket live chat and watch party. What is this? This is a stream that's been created by traders for traders to just kick back, relax, enjoy each other's company, and talk about our day trading in the stock market. She made money today, you can tell, right? She's all excited. She's always excited when she makes money. No, I'm excited when I get the process right. Okay, that's don't get it twisted. When I get that, hey, the money's good. Hey, you know my situation. The money's good. But the process is what makes the money. So if you get that right, you're automatically going to get paid, right? Yes? Yeah. So I'm excited about getting the process right. Welcome, guys. I'm your host, JJ Video Reacts, aka Dawn DJ, for those of you who know me, like here and all that. But hey, what up? I am your host, and I'm going to be taking you through this crazy aftermarket just for a little bit. We just like to chill and talk about our day. Listen, this is an organization that has been founded by a man who COVID can't even keep down. He has traded, when I say he's traded through every condition imaginable, well, just add COVID to the list now. He's got freaking, Rona. I'm sorry, Rona. Yeah. He's traded through the pandemic. He has traded through every condition imaginable. And now he is under the weather home and still trading and still making it happen. He called in today. He was on the Zoom call and said he made over $4,000 from the bed. Even a debilitating disease can't even keep this man down. Okay? And this is our leader. This is who started American Dream Trading. So you wonder why we are on here every day trying to get him 10,000 subscribers. Why? Because they need to be here. Anybody who is learning to trade, I don't care if you're learning to trade, you already know how to trade, or you think you're the best expert on earth, you need to be a part of American Dream Trading. Period. Okay, because if you got it going on like that, you can only add to the group. You're certainly not going to take anything away, right? And if you're brand new, you're not going to take anything away either, because we are all here. It's people helping people. That's what Coach makes sure that that's the premise of this organization: people helping people. There are 3 links that are down there in the live chat and also in the description of this video. Number 1, click here to join the panel. Why? Because you can talk to us, man. You can come up here on the panel and share your thoughts, your dreams, your hopes, your wishes. You can talk to us about your day trading in the market. You know, we can pull it up, we can look at it, we can figure out what you did right so that we can spread the word and help a lot of other new people in here get some processes right. If you did it wrong, we can pick that apart too and help you to not make the same mistakes over and over again. So click that if you want to join the panel. The only stipulation is, 1, you must respect your fellow panelists, and 2, you must have your camera on. We need to see that smiling face, okay? So come on up here, join the panel. If not, I'll just talk my head off for an hour and then we'll go home. Maybe not even an hour. Yeah, that's right, man. There's no need to keep you guys away from your families. When we cover a nice topic, I feel like it hit home. There's no need to hang out in here for extra time. Okay, you guys have families, you have lives. Okay, and we have spent all day together. So I just want to touch on some things, make sure we reiterate coach's rules, focus on coach's strategies, make sure that we have a place where you can relax and talk in an atmosphere that it is welcomed and appreciated. And you can ask questions. A lot of times we have panelists up here who can answer a plethora of questions for you. You have a plethora of questions? Mark says he has a plethora of answers. Shout out to Mark McSee. All right. So that's what we are. Stream created by traders, short traders. Just kick back, relax, and talk about our day trading in the market. The second link in this, the live chat and the description of this video is AmericanDreamTrading.com. Okay. Click that link if you want to join American Dream Trading. It's that simple. You'll see a plethora. I love that word today, by the way. The word of the day is plethora. Okay, you will see what I just said. You will see that in AmericanDreamTrading.com, and you can click on any one of those services. We have things like hot stock picks. We have things like monthly workshop classes. We have things like trading view customized indicators that tell you when to get in and out of trades. And there's also the Zoom call that you get to be on every morning with Coach. You can also join the pre-market group where we trade at 4 a.m. That's right, we're making money before most people are waking up. We're in here and we're trading. So there is a service on there that actually includes all of that, and that is the VIP membership. Okay, so if you click VIP 20 or you put in the code VIP 20, you will get $500 off your first year. It is an annual membership. It is $2,500 a year, and you will get a $500 discount if you put VIP 20 as a code in there, as a promo code. We also have monthly memberships. The monthly VIP membership is $500. If you use code VIP 50, you will get half off that first month. Not to mention, you'll get a 5-day free trial along with it. Now, if all of that is too much and you can't, afford $500 a month, there's a monthly premium membership where you can just get access to the Zoom call and hang out with us on Discord. Okay, that's $200 a month, and that applies to that as well. VIP code VIP 50, and you can get that for $100 your first month and first month only. But yeah, I would highly suggest you go with the VIP membership. Why miss out on all that other good stuff? Not only that, we have a moderator that is named David Yanis that has mastered Coach's EWO strategy. You can get a one-on-one with him over there as well. The third link in the description of this video, and also the third link that is down there in the live chat, is the host tip jar. Okay, this is also how I make my living talking to you guys. So if you feel that it is worth it and you would like to donate to the tip jar, thank you very much. It is much appreciated. So guys, who made money today? Shout out to Nate. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Okay, there we go. All right, I don't think Nate's going to be able to make it, but I sent him a link anyway because you all have witnessed how weird his phone is. That's weird. What the hell's going on? I'm OCD, man. I'm like dreads are like on one side. I don't do the all one side girly thing. That's not me. But yeah. So I just sent him the link because apparently for some reason, come on, Brim, work with me. For some reason that that's nasty. Okay. All right, I'm being nasty. His phone won't work without that link. So I don't know if it's a millionaire thing or what. I gotta have my own link. Well, we gotta make sure we get Nate on here. I'm joking, Nate. But I just sent it to you if you're listening. If you can make it, great. If not, we understand. You don't want to show your face because you lost money today. It's all good. I'm just playing. I'm playing. Hey, listen, he's allowed to lose money every now and then. The man makes thousands of dollars a day, every day. So he has an off day. We all do from time to time, right? Some of us more than others. But anyway, welcome to the aftermarket once again. You can tell I'm filibustering, right? Who knows what filibustering means? Let me see down in the chat. I'm just a bill. I'm only a bill. Remember that? Wow. There's people in here. I lost today too. Oh, it sucked. Who was this? Bob, I'm sorry to hear that, bud. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hey, come on up here and talk about it. Let's figure out what happened. All right, shout out to Miranda. Love you, Bram. Love you. Miranda always makes sure that we have the American Dream Trading links in the live chat, and I make sure that AmericanDreamTrading.com, so you don't have to search for it, is pinned to the top of the live chat, okay? Those of you in the replay game, it is in the description of the video. Steve-O! Is that right? Steve-O is number 2 on the docket today? Wow, Steve-O, you got in here early today. I know that's right. Steve-O, you just want to hear your name yelled out. That's all that was. What's up? Shout out to Miguel Lara. Miguel Lara, Steve-O beat you out today. Ah! Miguel Lara is always like right up under Miranda. But Miguel Lara is always there. Welcome. Bob. Okay, so Bob Schmo. Is that real? No, of course not, right? Bob Schmo, what up? Mark McC. Oh, I see somebody in the backstage. Mark McC, what's going on, bro? How did rehearsal go yesterday? Working on a big computer scan. No, you know what? Let's make it just a little bit bigger. Okay. God, they're getting worse, guys. Working on a big computer scanning project for the wife. I will be late, if in at all, tonight. Okay. Click the like button. Hey, click it, guys. All right, Bob Schmo, what's going on? I don't see anything. Is the aftermarket happening? Oh, come on, man. The aftermarket's always happening. Always. 5 days a week, bro. It's always happening. Farah, hi, baby. How are you? She said, hey, what's up, ADT family? What is going on, everybody? We got Girl Trader in the house. Hey, peeps. What up, peeps? Joseph Paletto says hello. What is going on? Air Trader, it's been a minute. Hello, ADT family. How are you? Victoriano, 16. Hi. Hey. What is going on? Bob Schmo, you're doing a lot of commenting. I love it. Can you speak to the process and what made it right? How was the feeling? What did you see? Okay, we'll do today. We'll do that. We will do that. Timo, what is going on, Timo? Hi, ADT and Dawn. Hey, what is going on with you? Thanks for the shout out. I heard that. I yelled. You were already gone, I think. But thank you. I was there. I heard you. I'm always in there. Boris, what is going on? Listen, Mark McSee made sure that we all got in CHRS. Okay, or no, bets. Was it bets? I think it was bets. And yeah, some people made some money. So thank you for that call out. Shout out to you, Boris. Boris with the call outs. Pray for Coach. That is absolutely right. Guys, make sure you are keeping Coach in your prayers. Coach, we love you, man. We absolutely love you. This man trades. I mean, come on. 30-year stock market veteran, and that's what he does. He teaches us not only how to make money, but how to make it when we are under the weather and how to hold on to that money. We love you, Coach, and you are in our prayers. Definitely. Paula at the beach, what's going on, sweetheart? Should come hang out with me up here. Join American Dream Trading. That's right. www.americandreamtrading.com. I know that's right, Paula. Put it out there, girl. Hello, ADT viewers. Yes. Timo, can someone showcase a good 2-minute EWO they got into? Okay. Yeah. Hopefully we can have somebody come up here and share a screen or something. I love it when you call me Billy Papa. What's up, Billy Papa? Hello, everyone, Billy Papa says. Paula again with the Join American Dream Trading. Yeah. Go, Paula. Get that message out there. I know that's right, baby girl. And she's saying hello to some other members. Bob Schmo. Is the stream happening? I take it Bob must have been here pretty early and wondered why there was music playing in the aftermarket. And yeah, sometimes there's some behind the scenes stuff going on, and I may still be in the Zoom call. And yeah, all right, so we got that straight. You know what? I will do better this year. 4:30 on the dot. You will see my face. Let's put it that way. Okay? Let's do that because I can acknowledge. Okay. You're right. We got to get that happening better. Hi, Paula and everyone. It's just I get so wrapped up in the Zoom call, and then before I know it, 4:30 is here, and I'm scrambling. That should not happen. I should be better prepared for that. So you're absolutely right. So 4:30, we will be talking. It's a new year coming. I'm turning over a new leaf. DJ Vinny with the waving. DJ Vinny is here with us, ladies and gentlemen. He is in the backstage waiting patiently for me to get through this. I lost today. Right. I read that one earlier. Yeah, but Bob Schmo, we got to talk about that. Heel. Okay. I love that name. Coach, that's what we need you to do. We even got somebody in the chat named Heel. What's up, all? What up, you? P.S. Yo, Dawn. What up? P.S. How you doing? Bob Schmo. You're smart. No, it's not real. I didn't think so. Bob Schmo. I love it though. Ken Everett. Hey. What's going on, Ken? How are you? How's Barbie? Okay, I'm not gonna say that. That's a stupid joke. Just because somebody's named Ken, we gotta make a Barbie and Ken joke. He probably had that all his life. I'm sorry and I apologize. I was just being funny, but that was stupid. Don't be mad at me. 41 watchers, only 21 likes. What? Come on, halvesies. Let's not do that. Come on, guys. Hit the like button for me. I know you like it. Come on now. You gotta like it. Paula at the beach. Hello, Dahani. Boris. Great to hear. Yeah. Thank you, Boris. Yes, man. Keep giving that out. Boris, keep giving those good shout outs out. Those good call outs. I love it. Hello at DJ Vinny. Paula at the beach is saying hi, DJ Vinny. Air Trader. Been in my physical therapy. Okay. I'm back. Welcome back. Brad James up in the house. If it isn't Brad James, hello. Brad James is everywhere American Dream Trading is. You go to our X, he's on there. You go to Instagram, Brad James is there. I'm telling you, he's everywhere. Joseph Folletto says hi back. Linda, hi baby. Hopefully you are healing up as well. She said ADT family, click here to donate to the. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Paula, for resharing that. You are amazingly awesome. That is how I make my income. Mark McSee, 50, 50 watching, only 27 likes. You think he's on a mission? What's going on? Mustang Chris. Ride, Mustang Chris. Hey, hey, hey. What is going on? Dan and Dawn and Dan and everything. Dan, I didn't see Dan. Is Diesel Dan in here? Did I miss Diesel Dan? I didn't see Diesel Dan. Did I miss it? If I missed Diesel Dan, you guys know American Dream Trading runs on Diesel Dan, right? Shout out to Diesel Dan. If I missed him, I'd so apologize. Santiago, Ferriardo. Hi, Dawn. Hi. How are ya? Paula, hi. Timo saying hi back. Errol Cross, CING today. Yes, they killed it with that this morning, and then it killed him. Paula at the Beach American Dream Trading Live. Some love, yes. Currently 52. Oh my God, he's got Paula doing it. He's got Paula doing it. Amazing. 52 by hitting. Yeah, 52. It should be 52 likes. I just assume. I know, because he's always in here, right? I didn't see him. I think I went through all the names, but hopefully he'll be with us real soon. Okay, so there goes the aftermarket roll call. Welcome everybody. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you taking time to come hang out with us. Let's let some people in. Let's let some people in. Let's see what we got going on back here. DJ Vinny.
Hey.
What's going on?
What's happening?
How are you?
Good. I don't know if anybody got my call out on the Discord this morning at 11:20.
Is that no?
I didn't get no response from anybody. I gave a shout out for the cup and handle on Spy.
That's what Bucket was calling you, cup and handle, wasn't it?
Yeah. And it was a good one too. It was.
Oh wow! Did you
know
make
the one? Yeah, you know the one video that you have. It's I think it's a 5-star trade or 6-star trade, something like that. Well, that whole time it's set right up into the perfect cup, perfect handle, and it did just like the textbook. It was beautiful.
Wow, that's awesome.
So I shared it on the Discord as soon as I saw it. If anybody views it during the day, I don't know.
Well, hopefully some of you guys caught DJ Vinny's call out and made some money on Spy. Let's get some responses down there in the chat and let us know if you saw it. And if you did you use it? Madman Cox, what's going on with you?
What's going on, everybody?
How are you?
What's happening?
As you can see, I am, I'm at the plantation.
Yeah, we see it.
So
you're crazy.
Yeah, I'm on the field. I'm on the field.
Stop, man, stop.
I got a customer looking at me, a customer laughing at me right now.
Dude, I'm not gonna be able to get through the show. Come on, man.
Hey. You don't follow coach's rules. You get sent to the detention center. Nah, that's
oh my
what
God.
happens. This is the result of not completely listening to coach. Now, and I will iterate that every time I'm here and I come on the show. You will know I am irritated. Okay.
Oh my God.
I had a good day today. I did pretty good with Neo.
Okay.
And
Victoriano, that's
I
gonna be in my head.
It's it's comforting and it's everything that they say it is when you sit and you actually watch everything that you have been
Oh, yeah.
working on
Right,
come happen right in front of you.
right, right.
And it was I'm sitting there and I'm I'm trading, trading Neo and I'm trading out of Mumu, right? But the
Yeah.
way I was trading the chart is I had my chart set up basically, and I had my chart set up where I could see the aftermarket and today as it was going on. And I was charting as the day went, watching every channel, and it was amazing. And I'm still in the trade.
Okay. Wow, you're holding it overnight. Did you buy it out?
Say it again.
Did you buy it like a couple months out, or are you just going on
Oh
ahead and
no,
doing
no,
it?
I'm gonna close it out and I'm gonna close it out in the morning about 50-60% tomorrow. I'll bite tonight's data, and I'll close it out in the morning. But
Well,
it
you
was
know
just
where I'm going with it, though, right? One of
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
reasons why it's not to
yeah,
hold
yeah,
it
yeah.
is what
The
if it
world could
plummets overnight?
the bottom could fall out of the world. I know.
Yeah.
I know. Trust me, I know. But see, I made that. See, sometimes I have to make a balance between do I give up a day trade because I only have with Mumu, it's not our cash account.
Right, right,
So
right.
do I go ahead?
Oh, right.
Right.
Okay.
So do
Yeah,
I?
you're under the
Because
battery
and I had
mode.
a aluminum pass this way. Straight to the back. Right. Oh, there goes some right there. We still got some on the rack. But yeah, yeah. So but and I already used one for the day.
Right.
I could have very well went ahead and did it, but then that would have limited. That would have put limits on me tomorrow. So
Gotcha.
when I close Neo tomorrow, I'll still have two to play with for the next 2 days.
Okay. Well, let us know how that works out.
I will. I will. Right now, it was about. I was at about 40%. It was weird because the EWO was red and I was like $4 green, and I'm like, I sat and I watched that contract, and I got that contract I got it for $40, and that was the absolute lowest that it was today.
Okay.
So I was able to weather any storms going forward because they say don't guess bottom. Well, I didn't guess it, but I bought it at today's bottom.
Is it
So
possible for you to turn your phone on its
That was
side?
using your EWO.
in a minute
Get
I'm
on
about to
off.
get off. Yeah, I'm about to get off.
Okay, you
I
just
just
want
wanted
to
to
check
jump
in?
in. I want to say hey,
Okay.
check on coach,
Yeah.
that. But I wanted to tell y'all, I had a good day today,
Good
and
deal.
it was rooted in the principles and in the structure.
Okay.
That right there. I'm not. I'm happy about it, but
We're happy too.
I'm more.
Did you
Hey,
use the
I feel. I
EWO?
feel.
any,
I feel better.
yeah.
I feel. I'm more excited about what I saw unfold in front of me and how I understood and how I reacted to it.
So you were
Right.
using the
Everything.
EWO?
Say it again.
You were using the
We
EWO
were.
to enter?
Yes. Yeah. 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 I'm always using the EWO.
There you go.
Yes. I
Okay.
that's a no brainer. I
Right.
u- I use that period for. I mean, that right there that's going to be an indicator I use forever.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially
It's
like
a powerful tool.
if you do anything long, if you do anything far out, months out, the EWO that really helps. But yeah. I'm
No,
gonna get
that's
off here,
great.
man, y'all. I had a good day today, and
Good deal,
uh,
Cox.
God bless everybody.
God bless you,
And
God
brother.
bless you too.
still praying for the coach, man.
Yeah, yeah, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna pull through it. He came on there today and let us know how he's doing. You know, he made 4 Gs today.
Yeah, I know. I was on there. I was
Yeah.
there, man. I'm like, and I was just telling one of my coworkers, man. My coach, he got COVID and pneumonia, and his ass is still trading, still making money. So
Yeah. You can't keep it
No,
down. You
no
can't keep it
excuses.
down.
Exactly. So I know I'm on the right track. I
Right.
definitely know I'm on the right track. You know, we can do this until we die. We can play golf and we can trade until we dead. So I'm all right
Some
with
of
that.
us may be able to do it from the afterlife. Who knows? So
What?
who knows? We'll find out, right? One
All
day.
right, y'all,
It
man.
comes soon.
Love
Hey, listen,
everybody, man. I hope everybody had a good day.
don't work
We,
too
I'm,
hard, my brother.
Have a great
you know
day.
what? Oh, I've given up on that. You know, they don't want to. You know what? You know, I'm a little bit of a rebel, so I'm a little bit insubordinate right now. If they don't want to compensate me properly, you're gonna get exactly what you pay for.
Right.
Be
You know
good,
what
God.
you know what I'm doing today? I'm fake
Nothing.
security. I'm fake security today.
Big
I'm
security.
standing.
Hanging out on the plantation. Oh my God, man. Look, you go ahead and do what you need to do.
He's hanging out in the cooler making trades.
I'm about to start. No, ma'am, I do not. They told me to stand over here by the entrance is what I do today. Y'all have a good one.
Out of the
You
entrance.
too, man. Take care, Max.
Wow. How about that, guys? How about that?
Oh
Cracking
shit.
that little train.
He working on the plantation.
We got Mustang Chris in here. We got Mark
Uh,
McShee in here.
what's going on, Marco?
And a black screen.
Howdy.
Who's at the black screen?
I made it.
I see. Welcome.
Good.
Who is that on the black screen that doesn't have the camera on?
That's Bruno. The screen is on, but the light is not.
Screen is on.
It's dark.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see you now. What the hell? He is like chill. Okay, chill.
These guys drain me today.
He's just a set of eyes lurking in
Oh,
the
wait a
dark.
minute. I saw him keep coming in. I got to catch up and read them. But yeah, because I was, as you can see, I was running late, so I got to read them. Love talking to you, man. Oh my God, it was draining. It was a long day. Okay,
Yeah.
a very long day for a lot of us. But you know, I hope some people made some money. I really do. Mark, how did you do today, honey?
I am presently red.
What?
Yeah. I mean,
Are
I
you-
made some money, but then I lost on the cues.
Oh,
I made
Qs
I
that ass today.
well, they may have, but I made a mistake. I had, instead of having Microsoft's chart up, I mean, I used Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon's chart for my three main underlying things. Well, here I had Tesla's chart up, and I didn't realize it. I'm looking at it. It's climbing to the moon. I'm like, all right, buy the cues. Buy the cues. It's
You
gonna
know, I'm
take
gonna
off
laugh
here.
you
Ready?
under the table.
It's gonna
That sounds
take
like
off.
me yesterday, Mark. Yesterday I bought a put instead of a call and was on the wrong side of the trade.
Well, I bought the right thing. I mean, I got a great entry. But,
See, I don't have that elite screen. I got one screen, so I'm flipping back and forth.
yeah.
You got too many
Yeah.
damn screens. How the hell you supposed to be in the queue and you looking at Tesla?
Well, no, I had the Q screen up, but I was looking at my underlying ones. I had Amazon, I had my Apple up, and Microsoft. I mean, they're all there. They're there. They never go away. I just have to click. I had the wrong tab click. Somebody must have said something about
fly on your
Tesla,
wall.
and I looked at it, and I'm like, man, look at Microsoft going through the roof. Click, buy Qs. It's gonna, 3 seconds. It's gonna follow it. I'm looking. I'm
I
like,
can literally be a
why
fly
is
on
it
your
the-
wall when you discover this shit happens.
oh, I know.
Because I
It
can
was-
just imagine what you're yelling.
Oh, it took me about 2 minutes to figure it out. I'm like, why ain't the Qs moving much? I mean, they were going up at the time. But I'm like, why ain't they going up? And then all of a sudden it started dropping. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Apple was dropping a little bit. I'm like, oh, Apple's pulling it back a little. And I look up, I'm like, I got Tesla's chart up. I'm looking at Tesla as my guide for the underlying stock. Well,
Right.
Microsoft, they were all tanking at that time because they all climbed up and they all tanked. And
Oh
they were
my
all
God.
pulled back. I'm like, oh my God. So I took I left I never moved my stop up. I left it there and it come down. I think I ended up netting out 20% loss on that trade, not on my account, but on that trade.
Right.
But I made
Okay.
money on CHRS stock from the pre-market. I bought 500 shares of that. I sold 250.
Nice.
It was like, I don't know, 10 to 9 or 9 o'clock, something like that. I sold half of them. Then
Okay.
I took the other half into the market, and it went crazy into the market. But now it never did. It didn't come back up. So I'm like, well, I'll just let it ride. It's stock fight. You know, it's only 250 shares. It ain't that big amount
Yeah.
of money. And it popped up once during. I mean, I got my limit sell order in. I just set it for break even, but it missed it by about 5 cents from selling off. If it don't pop at all here in the aftermarket, I'll just dump it and take the. I think I'm
But
down.
you still got
down
a profit
30
out of it.
bucks.
You still got a
Well,
profit out of it.
We'll see where this one ends up. It may cancel out the profit I made on the other 250. So
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out
might be
to
a wash. Might be a wash or a
wash.
Even if
Good
it's a
work.
wash, I'll be red for the day because of the Qs that I.
poor Q, poor Mark.
Yeah, that was my own dumb fault, but you know you'll have that.
Yeah, it happens. I'm sorry that happened to you, sweetie.
Oh, then the wife
Aw.
had a big. She's been working on genealogy for her family for years, for a good 5 years, and
Yeah.
she's got 3-ring binders, 3-inch 3-ring binders, completely full, and it keeps adding to it. And then so I had to go up and scan them. She's not.
Oh, okay.
Let's say she's not computer literate, so
Yeah.
I go do all this scanning and creating the Word documents, and then she types whatever she wants to type on it, and then save it. So I had to. She wanted me to put one book, so I trying to scan photo paper and regular paper just doesn't work well in the document feeder. The
Yeah.
glossy paper is too slick and won't suck it in, so I had to do them one by one. Now I got like 70 PDF files. I'm like, there's got to be a way to combine these somehow, which
Yeah.
I looked it up beforehand before I did it. So
Right.
I downloaded Adobe Acrobat Pro. Man, is that thing slick! I hit one button, it combined all 70 documents into one in proper
Really?
order. Yeah,
Nice.
it knew what files
Genius.
by
He's a
timestamp and my
genius.
name, and yeah, it's just one button. I'm like, wow, this is nice. It's like $20 a month. I got a 7-day free
Flatten.
trial. Yeah, I don't hear that word.
Consolidate.
Yeah, so it slapped them all together like with one click of a button. I was like, man, this is fantastic. I've used the Adobe
Nice.
at work in my work life, factory life, but not like I was just doing now. So I was too cheap. I bought the 7-day free trial, and then I'll cancel it until well,
Use it up.
I will actually have to use it because once we get to all them 3-ring binders, she wants them digitally scanned in and put on sticks so that she can send them out to everybody and their brother. So that'll be a couple months. That ain't gonna be an overnight project. So I'll actually have to subscribe to it because you can't buy the program outright as an individual. It's all subscription based, which everybody's gone to because that's where the money's at. So you know, you sell the pro. It's like a lifetime membership. You buy it once, and you don't generate any more income. So
Right.
So they have it.
Wow.
So it's slick. It really made my life easier. I couldn't believe it. So
Cool. I'm glad it worked out. Man.
Got nothing to do with trading, but Adobe makes a slick product.
Hey,
I have a question for the room.
We got people that invest in Adobe in here, so yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question for the room. Does anybody ever trade IWM? I think it is.
I win.
I've never traded it.
I might be saying it wrong. Hold on. IWM?
I've never heard of it.
M as in Mark.
It's the iShares. What is it? iShares 200.
Russell 200. Oh, the Russell 200 small cap stocks.
Oh,
Yeah.
IWMY we were talking about.
Yeah, I've looked into that before, but I've never done it. I was going to look at small cap stocks just to get into something different one time, but I looked at it and I never really went much further with it. You do all right with it?
No, I was thinking about it for like a small account.
It's probably worth it, huh? Give it a shot.
Russell 2000 small cap stocks. There's a lot of. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, small cap stocks move certain times when the big, when other ones aren't. So, might be something to look at, investigate. But to answer your question is no. Not me.
I've just been watching their movement the past couple of days and thinking about it.
Mhm.
You know, they are cheaper, contract wise, they're way cheaper, but I don't know. Just thinking about it.
I don't know how that one's weighted. Is it evenly weighted with all the 2,000 stocks? Or is it,
Well, I'm trying to find something that it compares to and or runs with.
Well,
So,
if you go to that iShares website, it'll show you how it's weighted.
oh,
Whether
okay,
it's equally weighted with just flat 2,000 stocks, or is it,
right, gotcha.
like the Qs are heavily weighted towards Apple, Microsoft,
Mid-cap.
and Amazon. So
Mid to large.
Errol Cross, good job, buddy.
I only
I
see
see you
two
down there.
candles the whole day where it had high volume. The rest of the time, it's from a couple hundred to maybe 2,500. There are two
Which stock?
candles around 20,000. Your
Which one?
IWFY.
Oh,
So
okay.
not a whole lot of people in there, but it's basically a lot of people get in over time, and then it gets to the 200, and then the bottom. Those are the both points where everybody sold. The rest of the time, it's not doing much of anything.
Is
well,
that
it's got
ETF
35
like
million.
five?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's got 35 million in average volume. So I mean,
Oh.
it's traded. It's obviously traded, but
Really?
Right. Yeah.
How are you seeing 35 million volume?
looking
I
at the
don't have
quotes on the Weeble quotes widget.
I don't
Shows
know
you
where that
volume.
is. Think or swim yet.
Oh well, I'm sure
just
they have
scrolling over the
something.
candles to see what's actually traded now.
Yeah, look at there's got to be something there. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I'm
swim, but there's got to be something that shows you the technicals about every company.
I mean, it's got fairly good movement. I mean, the EWO moves up and down just like everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And they're relatively large swings up and down.
That's pretty awesome. Hey, Errol Cross, good job today on CING.
Well,
He said he made a good sum of money on CING today. That's awesome. I always love it when people are making money.
Did people make money today? Well, let's look at the Discord.
They did. Shane Easton. What's up, Dawn? What's up, Shane? How you doing, bud? Michael Stumner.
You reading
Is Coach
profit and
okay?
losses?
No, you are.
I is.
Yes, you is. That's your thing. I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
How did I get to be my thing?
Hey, I'm doing Coach's rules, man. I can't do it all.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm pissed though because I meant to put the 71%. I made 71% today on that one. What the hell was the stock now? I can't remember the name of it or the ticker.
ROI.
How can I not remember that? Return on investment, right? So, and I meant to put it in there because I wanted you to read that because I know you wanted to start reading those.
Put it in there.
Well, I just said it now.
Well, it's not legit unless it's wrote
I
down.
made 71%, guys. Hey, woo! Pat me on the back. Thank you. Sorry, Mark. See, now you don't need me to do it.
All right. Is it live or Memorex? What are you doing now? You want me to read them?
Yes, I'm just going through the comments. Made a fortune on SPY today. Way to go, KEKTM. All right, Mark, go ahead, baby.
Yeah. By the way, I
Mark,
want to hear
yeah,
from
profit and
Boris.
loss.
I did put a note in there for Boris in the chat. I want to hear how he did on his paper trade on that BETS yesterday.
Yeah,
today
and
or whatever.
he said good deal because we gave him a shout out for giving us the call out. So
yeah, it actually did well today for a little bit. So, our own Lee Zinga, he made some money on his IRA. Watcher,
All right,
1985. Whisk Amazon profit, $1,780 on Amazon. Wow.
woo,
Wow.
nice. Thank you,
JP,
Paul.
JP, 23% on his trade.
Good job, JP.
Using coaches indicators. They do work. Fun Phil. Biggest update of the year, made over 1,600 on CYTK. That was the
All
one
right.
that really shot up. They were all doing covered calls and stuff. Made another 110 on a Tesla call. Thanks to Rob and Mark, the M, not me, not this Mark, the other Mark, on
Mark
talking
Mancini.
about that. Yeah, he's training them on how to trade that and stuff. So they all did well on that. Tyler, 90% on today's profit and loss.
Woo!
Oh, that's his whole account. That's his whole account. That's his whole account, 90% gain.
Wow.
Me, I had a small profit on CHRS, lost on the Qs. Coach made $3,940 laying in his bed sick.
Shout out to Coach, man.
He
Tough
says
as
you can
nails.
trade and play golf until you're in the ground. Bumblebee up 8.5% on total account on one Apple trade. Outstanding.
Nice. Way to go, Bumblebee.
Good green choppy day. A lot to learn from the coach and the moderators. He did 4,000. I believe that's paper trading. Yes, it is. He did 4,000 on his paper trade, so that's good. He's starting out
Good
paper
deal.
trading like everybody's supposed to when they're new.
Mm-hmm.
Rockenbach, not one green trade today. He had a bad day too. He was down 3%. He'll be around. Paula's typing. I'll wait on you, Paula. Hurry up, Paula. She's typing her stuff. But that's what we do at our Discord. We put our gains and our losses because we learn equally from both of them. We talk about them if we get the chance to. Paula, red trading day. Mara calling a SPY put. She's down 3.4%. She's going to review the trades on her chart, which is what you're supposed to do. Go back and always review your good trades and the trades you lost. And then everybody's favorite, Timo, $2,500 this week on cash secure puts and covered calls. Outstanding, Timo. He's killing it. Just a young guy too. He might be older than he looks, but he looks young. And that's all for the profit and losses. How about everybody here? You guys, Mustang, did you put anything there, Chris?
Did I what?
How'd you do today? Or did you already say?
Oh, I haven't been actually trading. I've just been watching and trying to convince myself to get in when I know it's the right time and just not doing it.
Get your feet wet with one.
I went there too, and it's not working.
Are you following the EWO?
I'm.
You doing an option or are you doing stocks?
The moment that I know that it's time to get in, I don't. And that's the trouble I've been having. So I've dove into the charts really hard to try to convince myself I know what I'm doing. And I do. And I'm still not clicking the button. And that's the problem. That's the wall that I've run into.
Well, when you're watching the chart, is it going the way you're thinking it's going? Or is it going the way it's telling you it's going?
It is showing me what it's going to do. And
that's what you want.
And it does exactly what I think it's going to do every single time. I am amazed that I haven't been wrong yet and still don't click the button. That's the problem on that.
Well, the easy thing to do is once the second green bar that's bigger than the first, that says do it. That takes out all the thinking. If you got your support resistance line drawn.
I've got all of that drawn. I understand the EMA lines and which ones are more important at which times and how important it is for the stock to decide which side of the 200 it wants to be on. And then I talked about this in the end of the Zoom call, how some of this channeling when it goes up and pops and then channels for a while, that's actually the stock hitting the 200 on different time frames, like 1 minute, 2 minute, 3, 5, 10, 15, all these different spots. And I've come up with a very complicated way of understanding everything to whittle it all down to buy here. And then I don't. and I'm right every single time, and I'm still not clicking the dang button.
And then what happens when you don't click the button?
What's that?
What happens when you don't click the button?
I don't lose money.
And then you don't make any either.
There for an hour looking at it, and I go out and work on my deck.
So what is it? Fear?
So the
fear
deck
of
is
losing
done.
your money.
What's that?
It's a fear of you losing your money, right?
Well, I lost my house money by getting in late on call-outs. So that's when I stopped trading and said I need to know what I'm doing instead of just following everybody. But because of some things that I have to know. So I dive in super hard into whatever I'm trying to learn. Like I had my engine business where I built race car stuff, did boat engines, and I've taken over sections of companies that I worked in just because I figured out how to do it better than everybody else. I was a foreman for 2 different roofing companies just because I was the guy that figured out how to make it all work. And
this is driving you crazy, isn't it? Because you can't quite figure it out.
I've got it figured out.
Then what's the problem?
But the fear from the bad ones that I did do when I didn't know what I was doing is still there. And so I need to get into the psychology. And I've heard some people on the YouTubes say to go into zombie mode and like try to remove emotion and remove thought and just clear everything out and click the button and then deal with what happens. And I
trade each trade as a single trade, whether you win or lose. You're done with that trade, whether you won or lost, you move on to the next one.
Well, here's the thing. I know which ones are going to go and which ones aren't. Like AMD in the morning was trying to go down. I know it's not going anywhere. That's why it's so choppy. It's fighting with 200 on the 3-minute and the 5-minute. It doesn't want to break them. That's why it's chopping between the 200 and the 55. So
why are you switching? Why are you keep switching back and forth between multiple time periods?
Just to see what it's doing and why.
Don't do that. You're confused. You're
you're overthinking it.
That's why
you're overthinking it.
That's why I didn't get into a foot on AMD, because I know it's fighting with those things that you can't see on the time frames we use, and that's why it's not gonna go down.
Okay, so you know what that's called? That's called figure out. Listen, what is the absolute lowest amount of money I'm willing to lose right now? What's the most that I want to lose? In fact, let's just figure out a number. Stop, right? Because you know that you got to get used to. Hey, the loss thing is.
I don't want to lose the nickel.
Okay, well,
Chris, here's a challenge for you,
guys. Let me finish what I'm saying. Okay. First, you got to go ahead, get it in your mind. What is the absolute worst case scenario? I lose $5, 500, whatever that number is. Set a damn stop and go.
I've got stops in place. I figured out how to do it in here where it automatically creates a stop at whatever level you've decided, and you can create and save different ones and just click on them.
Okay, it sounds like you are mechanically inclined. Great, fantastic. None of that means shit if you don't trade.
No, that's the problem. Not clicking the button.
Put it in the application.
I've done all this work and spent all of this time trying to know what I'm doing so I can see here.
Knowledge is power.
Now is the time to buy, and then
knowledge is power only if applied. Knowledge is bullshit if you don't use it, Chris.
Applied knowledge is wisdom.
Put it on a 2-minute time frame and leave it there. Don't change it.
Yes. I can't stress enough to you, Chris, that 2-minute EWO is your friend.
Oh yeah.
The lines and the chart and all, it'll drive you crazy trying to figure it out. If you follow that EWO like you're supposed to, okay, it'll tell you when to get in, tells you when to get out. It even lets you know when it's peaked and it's starting to come back down. If you want to get out, take your 40%, take your 20% at the end, and let the other 10 go. Use that more so than whatever else it is that you're doing. You're driving yourself crazy trying to map all the mechanics out to it. It's a very simple engine. Spark, fuel, and air. That EWO is your spark. It takes off, it lets you know when to get in. And you ride it. and when it's ready to come down, you get out before it comes down.
How long you been doing EWO, DJ?
What's that?
How long,
I-
DJ?
I-
How long have you been doing an EWO?
I've been trading since 2008.
Right.
Okay. My biggest lesson was a year ago when I was scrolling on my phone and I found Coach, and he was talking about the EWO and when to get in and when to get out. That's one of the best videos that we have that can show you. Dawn can show you. But I watched for like 6 months, and I did it on everything: crypto, stocks, options. And I was like, holy shit. You know, I've been doing this for years, but I never really knew anything about the EWO. You know, back then it was about earnings and, you know, how good of a company it was, you know, and reading the candlesticks until your eyes are ready to pop out of your head. But it is the most simplest thing to follow. And if you can't get a grasp on anything else, get a grasp on that, and it'll take care of everything else. And you'll see the mechanics of what makes it go the way it does. You're trying to figure out the mechanics without watching what it's showing you that it's doing.
That the beginning of the trade is the hardest part, the entry, and after that it's gravy. But the entry was what set me off on this. Like I've said, and so many others have said, I bought in and it pulled back right away, and then you move your stop up too fast-itis, and you know, it was the why. It was the why. Why did it
do that?
Yes. Why did it do that over and over and over again, and how much? And it was trying to figure that out to eliminate the fear response when you only want it to go up 20 cents and it pulls back 50. You know, trying to figure out why and when it's going to do that, so that you know before going in it's going to pull back right here, and then it's going to pop, to know beforehand that that's what it's going to do. And I did see that over and over and over again, and it's across, like when on Apple, when the colors flip, there's usually a pullback depending on where it is around one of the other EMAs. And you know, when the candles start, like if it's been in a downtrend and it starts to come back up, when the 9 crosses the 21, that's what triggers the scalpers to buy, and it pops up and goes above the 55, and that's what triggers the EWO. And then you get another 1 or 2 that come through, and then all the scalpers sell off because it hit resistance, and that's the pullback.
Have you tried the 1 minute?
I've looked at all of them, and for me, the ones that line up the best, the most accurately, the most often, is the 1 minute. The 2 minute is slower, and it's more for getting in and riding it out.
That's what you want.
Here we go.
That's what you want.
It's less
So
stressful.
listen to me. When if you use the EWO like you're supposed to, second candle is bigger than the first candle you enter in. Okay. If you flip that to the 1 minute candle and watch that 1 minute candle, it's going to let you know how it's riding. And it'll let you know when it's starting to come down before the 2 minute will, because it's in an earlier time frame. So if you're doing, like some people like to do scalping, like they click in and out, that's a very great model to use, is the 1 minute, because you're in and you're out. You saw it go up, you saw it go down before anybody else, you know, that's not scalping, you know, so you're in and out of that trade. But here's my challenge to you. Do one contract. Enter when you're supposed to. Once you're in the trade, flip to the 1 minute, and then you can watch your mechanics, the candlesticks, and I don't know what that other system is that you guys are using. It, the one that shows the bands that.
Yeah, don't worry about that. That's not necessary.
So don't get caught up in the mechanics of it. It's gonna tell you where you need to go, and it's gonna carry you. So all you got to do is watch that. If there's any doubt in your mind, then go back to the 1 minute and look what's happening.
This is the hard part for me. I know what it's going to do, and I know when it's going to do it, and why, and I'm still not clicking the button. Like,
do you want me to come to your house and pull the trigger?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll do that.
So that we can retire.
Yeah, I would do that.
When it
Coach
finally
spends
gets above
all
55, it's
Right.
either going to keep going or it's going to channel, right? It's going to
Right.
up and down a little bit. When the 9 breaks the line that it's above, that's when it pops. So maybe it just keeps going because it, of the steepness of the angle of the candles, how fast it's going up. If it's kind of easing, like moseying on up across the line, it's gonna consolidate for a while. But the 9 is the average of the last 9 candles, so it's trying to catch up, and then it's gonna slowly start working its way up. You'll get a pop that'll drag the 9 up a little more, and then it'll start going sideways again. And when the 9 breaks that line that is the top of the first candle that broke,
Let me ask you a
that's
question.
what all the scalpers are waiting for, and that's when it pops.
What do
That's
you
when
do?
it-
headache.
What do you
When
what do
all
you
of this
do?
stuff-
What do you
just so
do
that I
when
can't-
news comes
Just so that
on?
I can try to push the dang button, and I still
What do you
can't
do?
do
What
it.
do you do when a news story
Wow.
comes on and trumps all
He's
of
got that shit under a microscope.
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean,
He got
it-
that shit under a microscope.
not
It
do
was
that.
during the
Like
time,
you never
like
know
Apple
what
going
a
up and
stock-
up and up and up and up.
Yeah,
and
but
that-
Chris, you're going too far. You're going too far in it with all that. If you
I'm
do
in-
this,
I'm
you got to
so
stick to the
weeds, I'm a
simple
sniper,
basics.
and
You can't ever tell exactly what a stock is going to do when. You think you know, but you don't. It will
I do.
humble the shit out of you. So you got to
It
stop.
would take one news flash to crash that whole situation, either up or down.
What I just said.
And then you're
You know what I
going
mean?
to really be asking
Yeah.
yourself, why did I
absolutely
do that?
news overrides
Yeah.
everything. Have your stops
Yeah.
in place. Always, always, always. 'Cause
Can
if
you
not-
find Dog? Can you
ask
find
me.
that video where Coach scribbles out the candle bars and just
Yes.
watches
I don't
EWO?
know about
Just-
that one. That's
I
like
still have that in my head, and I'm like,
But I got one up here that we can watch.
you swear words like just
Chris, get one of these.
You gave me a headache describing how you trade with all them things.
well, that's the thing. I'm not trading at all.
Well, it's because you're
No,
looking
but
at
he's
time
not
crap.
trading.
I'm trying to
He's
overcomplicate
analyzing.
it to
Yeah.
make it simple to buy right here, no matter what. This is when it's going to go, and it does it every time, and I don't do it.
Put your dirty hands on
Awesome.
the mouse.
If I throw the mouse at
Yeah,
the
right.
wall, it'll push the button.
Coach spends all day
We'll do
telling
a lot
us
of
keep our
mouse.
hands off the mouse.
Right, we got to tell him to keep his hand on the mouse.
We're gonna have to get a special course just for
Well,
you.
like I said, I get frustrated because I'm not in, and I'm like,
You're
man,
frustrating yourself. You're
30
frustrating
cents already.
yourself. You
And then-
frustrated me describing everything you're looking at.
Chris, you're going too far, babe. You're going too far into it, man.
hearing it the way I described it has to be horrible for you guys. I swear.
Yes.
But
No, it's not.
But there's so many, Chris, there's so many things that can change that whole theory in an instant. You know, when you're on the EW, you don't have to worry about all that. It's telling you all that. You going back and forth in time, and it's too much, man. You're going to drive yourself crazy.
WO is
Put it
to
on in
ride
2
out
minutes and
all
don't
of
worry
those
about it.
challenges.
that's why we're
They're
here.
not worried
Because
about
I've
it.
driven myself crazy because I can't push the dang button.
It's
Because I
this
got
one right here. It's right on this side. It's right on this side.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Mine's
I
on
know.
top.
A little bit of
Right
it
here.
was getting used to Thinkorswim, going back over there after leaving Webull because they wouldn't give me a margin account. That not having margin was a problem in my head because, you know, what if I get into this one and it only goes 20 cents and then it's done? And then I do a couple of those because you don't want to cherry pick and go for each one because you never know which one's going to go. And then I'm out of buying power and now it goes. I know.
Right. You need that cash account. They all talked me into it, and that was the best thing I did with my account is putting it to a cash account.
You don't need a margin.
Thank you to you two there,
I love it.
Mark
I
and
love
Domi.
Cash Out.
Yes,
You are welcome.
and Ralph.
I can't
Well-
wait till you start clicking the button, Chris. It's going to be an amazing testimony.
It's going to be life changing. It's going to be life changing.
Yeah.
You're gonna do. There's my buddy right there in the corner. There he
They
is, Ralph.
waste so much money.
No, you don't watch money. You just watch the wave. Watch the wave, man.
I'll give Dawn
Hopefully, Ralph.
$8 every time I donate as like a a memorial to Coming to America, the barber. Every time, $8. Yeah. And it's going to be more than I want to make a bunch of money so I can give it away. You know, I don't have.
You got to. Hey, guess what? I'll tell you how to do it. You got to
Make
trade first.
Yeah, there you go. Good advice, Dawn. You got to trade first.
To not have to go back to work and to be able to just give money away to whoever needs it. Because I come across people that
you got to click the mouse.
You click the mouse and follow the EWO.
Yeah.
Maybe you got arthritis in your joint. You got arthritis in your joint? Can you do this?
Look,
it's
like saying I want to go to heaven, but I don't want to die.
Everybody does.
Come on now. I want to give money away. I want to make money trading, but I don't want to trade. Come on.
It's a wall. It's a big one.
You got to break that shit down.
I'm coming over, Chris.
Tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow's the day.
I'm coming over, Chris.
Wait till 10 o'clock. Wait till 10 o'clock. And the next EWO that arises on your favorite stock, just enter it.
Right.
Wait till after 10. The volatility will slow down a little bit. Wait till the next complete. Wait till the next changeover and get in on that one. That'll give you time because it's not going to happen right at 10 o'clock. So I'll give you time to build up your courage.
Courage.
And get in the first EWO, whether it's a put or a call. Don't
and ride that
what
baby.
Say, scared money can't make money.
That's it.
Scared money can't win.
Well, I was trying to deep dive into it to feel like I knew what I was doing because I thought that would get rid of the fear, and apparently it doesn't. Because I just rattled off a whole bunch of stuff to do.
Analysis paralysis.
Yes. Yeah, I heard you talking about it. I was already watching videos about that about a week before you started talking about it on here. Just trying to figure out whatever I can do to go zombie mode. To remove the emotion, remove it, and just click here.
But see, here's the thing. That's the hardest part. You've learned everything but that. That can't be taught. That is simply diving in the pool and swimming. They can teach you the mechanics so long. You actually have to get in the pool and swim to figure it out. There's some of this that involves actually trading to get it.
Yeah.
And it's not like you've never traded before because we know you have.
Yeah. I made a bit of money.
Yeah. So.
And then I did dumb stuff.
Teasing us and playing with us? What are you doing?
I was beating Chris on the head.
I have problems. I have problems.
Did you trade today? No.
Come on, boy. Come on. Click that button.
Like, just put me in that Batman meme where he's slapping Robin in the face.
Go like
and
this
here's
here's
a real easy thing for you, Chris. Well, when you get into the trade and you click that button and you get into the trade, if you get scared, guess what? You can sell it and get out.
Yeah.
Just as easy as you got in, you can get out. There's nothing holding you to it.
That's it.
I've been talking to my screen for weeks, trying to tell myself that.
You need to talk to the mouse, not the screen.
You don't need to talk to nobody. You need to trade.
This has been fun.
Talk to the mouse because the hand ain't listening.
I need a tile.
There is a disconnect. I said that my mouse finger, my trigger finger is broken.
Use your left hand.
Oh, that one doesn't work at all. I have neuropathy. It's just there.
Where do you learn to do all this at, Don?
How about your nose? How about your nose?
Where did we learn how to do all this, Don?
I tell you what, let's take a break and find out.
At American Dream Trading.
It's American Dream Trading. What do you guys think?
Trade. Be on your way to becoming financially free. Go sign up now at AmericanDreamTrading.com, where all our services are easily accessible. And sign up is easy. Simply click the service you want and go. That's it.
The link is right there in the chat. Click it. Let's check this out, DJ Vinny. Maybe this will be a good one for you.
Yes.
Mustang Chris, you could probably have recorded this video. You know so much about it by now.
I'm just kind of wondering what your thoughts are on right there for the 2-minute EWO guys.
You're actually still to the upside because you're above VWAP, and let's draw it out. So your first SPY entry was here to the puts. Beautiful. This is your second entry, which is somewhere in this candle. It popped up, pulled back. You're still good. You see how you're still to the upside?
Mm-hmm.
As long as you
would
above,
so you would not have said, "Hey, this is a cup and handle. I'm not going to get into it." Is that right?
No,
Right.
we still would get in the 2-minute EWO.
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Because we're not scalping, right?
Right.
Because think about it. Typically, if we would have got in it, you could have got in really early down here. So even if it popped up and it pulled a little baby handle and then it made the next leg to the upside, you don't care because you got in down here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, nope, it has nothing to do with that. This is only
The Evo
for.
came for the cup and handle.
Yeah, and or if you're listening to that, Chris, the purpose of the EWO is so that all of that analysis that you're doing is really not necessary. If you get in properly,
And that's a broken handle.
exactly, you're not all that crap. You're not going to have to worry about it. At the end of the day, you're going to make money if you get in when you're supposed to get in.
I know.
Either when you want to decide to take some off the table, shed, big area, shed. Don't I always do that, you guys? Don't I always shed on a major level?
Uh-huh.
Always. So there's your first shed. Keeps pulling back, shed a little more. Comes down to VWAP, shed a little
40,
more.
20, 10.
And it has to stay above VWAP. Then I could add in, because we know it's going right. It's going to go off the bounce if it does. Or I just let the remaining 30% or whatever I have left ride, right?
Oh my God.
Okay. And then on that 2-minute EWO, do you get in just right as the second candle gets larger or at the end of the second candle if it's larger? What do you prefer there?
A great question. So now I always say second candle because there's no other way to say it. But it
Wrong button.
My bad.
I thought of the Wizard of Oz when we were talking.
Courage.
I don't have to wait for it to finish. I don't need any of that. As soon as I see a candle has gotten bigger than the previous candle, I can enter it. Because the longer you wait, now you'll get more confirmation the longer you wait, but you're also not in the trade, right? And if it's already done, it could be the fourth candle.
What is happening?
It could be the fifth candle. As soon as one candle is large.
My bad. I clicked the wrong button by accident. But yeah. When do you guys get in? Before this plays, I gotta find out. Do you wait for the second candle to complete?
Yes.
Generally, yes.
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 I do too, because I want to see that it's bigger.
Because, and I'll tell you why. Even though you're going by the second green candle being bigger, if that first one was minute or short as can be to where you can barely see it, you might not want to jump on that second candle. So you wait until that second candle is fully confirmed. And once it's confirmed, that's your entry.
Yeah.
I've
that's what I
gotten
do.
in when the second candle is twice the size of the first one and the candle's not done forming yet. And then let's say the second candle, they're both green, right? It's twice the size of the first one, and then it drops and it turns into a red candle and it starts going down. Right.
But you prefer that first one to be a good green, a good size green one.
That's why we're waiting.
EWO, do you get in just right as the second candle gets larger or at the end of the second candle if it's larger? What do you prefer there?
A great question. So now I always say second candle because there's no other way to say it, but it doesn't have to be the second. It could be the fourth candle. It could be the fifth candle. As soon as one candle is larger than the previous candle, I hammer it right when it gets bigger. I don't have to wait. I don't have to wait for it to finish. I don't need any of that. As soon as I see a candle.
Okay, now here's the thing. This is Coach speaking, and we know Coach does what?
Coach.
Scalp.
Exactly.
Large amounts.
Yes.
Large amounts.
That's why he doesn't have to wait. So if you are doing a bona fide 2-minute EWO, yeah, you want to wait for that if you plan on waiting. Coach is only going to be in it for a few seconds. So that's why he ain't got time to sit there and wait for that to finish, okay? So he makes money on that quick pop, and then he's out. But if you're sitting in it all day or if you're waiting, you need to wait for that thing to finish so that you can make sure, to Chris's point, that it does actually finish higher.
Yep.
That's part of your 5-star
It's gotten bigger than the
trade.
previous candle.
Yep.
I
Damn, that
can
was
enter
fast.
it. Because the longer you wait, now you'll get more confirmation the longer you wait, but you're also not in the trade, right? And if it's already done all the hard work of flipping from one side to the other, what are you waiting for, right?
Take that
Right.
money.
So
Hey,
now
thanks.
right
I
here,
appreciate that.
yeah, absolutely. Now right here, you guys are in a good place because if this changes colors, which it just did, and it stays below VWAP, I'm out.
Hammered.
I don't need to wait 25 to 40%. You could be
Puts.
down 2%. If that holds below VWAP and I got in anywhere, I'm out. Below VWAP signifies what, everyone?
Weakness.
Yes,
That's when you hammer that pig
that's
with
right.
puts.
Weakness, so that is bearish to the downside, right?
Puts.
Why would I
Puts.
wait if everything says, why are you in this, right? Now, that does not mean this is not get out. There is a difference. When a candle pokes through, right now that's a little bit more definitive, but when a candle just breaks through, I don't do it. But if we get a confirmation, which is the second candle,
Second.
I'm
Yep.
out.
Breaks
I
and
don't
holds.
need to wait. Right here, see ya. If it decides to pop later, sure. But there are a couple things that happened here. Number one, you should have already made all your money. It already popped, right? And we had to have our stop somewhere. So you already made your money, right? So you don't have to worry about it. Because why? We don't want a green trade to go red. So if it popped, this is all your profit range. As soon as it broke through that, you can get out, or you have such a small amount, you didn't care. You wrote it to here. It broke around below VWAP. You're still out. The other thing is, if you're in the beginning of the trade and it changes colors, and this is considered the beginning of the trade because it already came all the way back, what do we do in the beginning of a 2-minute trade if it changes colors?
Puts.
What's the answer to that?
Get out.
Puts.
You get out.
Puts.
Get out.
Get out.
That is correct. Get out.
Puts.
All the way out. If it changes colors, though, and it's way far away from where you paid for it, do you get scared and get out?
No.
No.
No, you just shave.
Just shake some.
That's it.
That's right.
Just slightly less green. That's all.
That's when you hammer them puts.
Welcome, Christina. What's up?
Hi. I've been on the phone all this time.
Mark.
That wasn't here sooner. I've been on the phone with Fidelity. What a mess. I
Uh-oh.
hate them. Oh my God.
I was thinking of the
I'm like-
Wizard of Oz and the lion getting braver.
You remind me of him. Are you
What?
related to him? Mark,
Who?
doesn't he kind of have that lion? He kind of looks like the lion with the beard.
On the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, stop. Just press the button, Chris. Just press the button.
I almost changed my Zoom picture to the cowardly lion today because I'm supposed to be roaring and I'm like,
That's,
Oh, my.
that's
You'll
funny.
be all right. Chris. We
That
know
don't
you.
make sense
You're
at
a
all.
smart guy. You got it. You got it. Chris.
Yeah, you just gotta let go.
keep telling
And
me.
this is not.
Keep
And this is
saying
not a conversation that we haven't all had with ourselves,
Yes.
and that we will continue to have. Just the same way, not getting out when we know better.
I think
Practice, practice, practice.
about it so that I can figure out whatever you guys did to convince yourself you knew what you were doing.
Just do
Practice,
one
practice,
second
practice.
candle,
Yeah.
and the second
I have to
candle's
tell
bigger
myself
than the
every
first.
day, every trade, because I keep, it's so hard. Yeah.
I think we all wish that it would go the same with real money as it does on paper trading.
It does.
We're all
I've-
paper trading
paper trading.
millionaires, but the emotions aren't there.
It goes the same way. All you got to do is push that button.
Yeah.
Whether you're on paper or money, it's still going the same way. It's still going the same way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ralphie.
Paper trading
It's going to have to be a change going
too.
forward that I'm going to have to work on implementing.
Tomorrow.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Todd's money. Todd's
First-
money down in the chat says small position sizing
Yep.
forgives a multitude of shortcomings. Excellent.
Why I
point.
said just
That's
do
really
one. Just
Very
do
good.
one.
That's good.
One.
That's good.
And even that was like, okay, well, maybe I'll just try shares. You know, it's up a nickel. All right.
That's a good
I can
choice.
handle that.
Yeah.
But the
So it's-
problem is you just don't trust the strategy. That's it.
Thank you, Paul. I don't think they like me. Paula,
I think that's it.
Can you?
Ralph,
I didn't.
Is
Can
Thank
you?
you for
don't
You're a
doing
little
trust.
far from the mic, Ralph. Can you say that louder, please? It sounded like.
You said you
I
don't
say you
trust
just
it.
don't. I say you just don't trust the strategy or yourself. Just you gotta
I
think
think
the.
it's
The
myself.
only, the
That's
only way
I
you
don't
gonna
trust
get. The only way
myself
you gonna gain the trust of the strategy
because
is to just do it over and over and over
I
and
didn't
over and
know
over
what I was
and
doing
over
before.
and
I thought
over
I
and
Now
did.
you
over.
do.
That's the only way
I
you
feel
gonna
like we
find
lose
out
our
how to
minds
do
when
it
we
though.
start trading. Like we just
Yeah.
boop, something
The
happens.
only way. The only way
Get
you're gonna find
stupid.
out how to do it is just to get in and just do it
Yep.
over and over and over and over. I mean, you're gonna have to do it like 100 times. Like, you
That's
know
Hi,
what
it.
Ted.
David
Come on
did?
in.
You got to change your name to David Mustang. You understand? You got to do the strategy like, and then get to 87%, and then after that, you ain't gonna have no problem because you're gonna know what's gonna happen
Just do it
on
one
every
time,
time.
one contract, right?
We expect to hear from you tomorrow night that you got into first EWO on your single favorite stock, whatever EWO it starts on this after 10 a.m. tomorrow. If you have to wait till 11 for it to form, so be it. If you have to wait till 1 o'clock for it to form, so be it. But whatever
That
the
was a
first
problem too.
EWO, whatever you wait for 10 o'clock, first EWO, try it.
Mr. David in my one-on-one said not to trade in the first hour, and then I
Yeah,
watched.
just don't do that.
Apple's running, AMD's
It's hard
running,
hearing all that.
Tesla's
and not
running. Oh
trading.
look,
It's so
Tesla
hard.
went up $12 today, and I wasn't in it. I'm just sitting there staring at it, like.
Yeah,
Did
you
it
feel
come
like
down?
you missed something
It
if
could
you
went
equally
out.
went the,
half an hour
it
even.
could
Did it
equally
come
went
down?
the other
Missed it
way.
all.
Did it come down?
After everybody got out of it, yeah.
Right, that was your time to get in it. Ride the next wave.
After there was
I
no
don't
more
get
money
in
to be
until 10
made.
o'clock.
When you
I-
get in
I-
it,
I wait until 10 o'clock anymore. Do you miss out on a trade? So, yeah, but
Yeah.
you know, three
But so what?
to 5 times a day, you're going to have a new
It
EWO.
runs all day long. It doesn't just stop at 9:30 and 10 o'clock. It keeps on going all day.
Doesn't feel like that at the moment. It feels like you're missing out on everything in the world that you'll ever need right then. Feels like
It
you're never
does.
gonna have it again.
Yep.
It
That's the
does.
You have days.
psychological.
Yep,
That's the
You do have days
psychological
like
play.
that where you could have made $7,000 on 1,000 on one trade, you know, in the morning. But
not even
it's not every
7,000.
day.
The
You know,
amount of money that I would have made if I was in every trade that I knew was going to go.
Yeah, but don't tell yourself that.
Right.
You'll beat yourself up over it.
Yeah, that's FOMO. And then, okay, so I'm going to attack the FOMO and retract from it so that I don't get in at the wrong time because I think I'm missing out and then end up taking another loss. So then I end up just sitting there.
Well, the great thing about the 2-minute EWO, hi everybody.
hello.
Hey, Nate.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi, Ted.
Hi, Teddy
The great
Bear.
thing about the 2-minute EWO is you have a lot of time.
Was it Teddy?
Yes, Ted.
Teddy.
I can't see the way you have us arranged. They're cut off at the bottom.
You have a lot of time to make that decision to get in, right?
You know, I felt like I was missing out this
You
morning.
have almost a
Everything,
full
and it
a
was-
full
and
2
They were
minutes.
slipping
Think
away,
about it.
and then I look, it was
I
10
had-
a.m.
I think on Apple I had a full 2 hours to get in today.
What are you talking about? Cut off at the bottom. Look, that's what I said.
Just sitting there staring at it.
So,
I can't see
No,
them.
no.
Chris, here's
Yeah.
the
Your
deal.
screen must be different, babe.
I got mine sideways.
You have to get into the habit that
I know,
it's that
that's
second
weird.
candle you're getting
Yeah,
in.
now I can see them. Now I can see them.
And,
There
you
you
know,
go.
it's a 5-star trade, you're getting in. That's it. That it becomes Pavlovian. You'll be like, okay, I got to get in. I went through the first candle. I see the first candle, or what I call the bar, the first
Yeah.
EWO bar.
Yeah.
Then the second EWO bar. Once it goes over that first one,
Mm-hmm.
that's good enough for me.
Now you've
I
turned
might be a little bit premature, but the thing is, by getting in as soon as you see that second bar is going to be bigger than the first bar, as soon as you can get in there, more likely you're going to be able to participate in a potential gamma, right?
Yeah.
A big upswing.
And you
Yeah,
could trade, you could get into the EWO late, especially if it's a strong one, but then you just have to treat it as a scalp. You have to be
Yeah.
prepared to exit quicker.
Exactly.
Because you're up, because your profit is potential is less the longer you wait,
Right.
but you could still make profit if it's a strong you know, like this morning, like you said, look at Apple. I mean, it went up for, like you said, a couple hours. You could have jumped in anytime, but you got to treat it like a scalp. You can't treat it like an EWO.
It's a scalp that just keeps going.
I have gotten in on the third or fourth candle several times and rode it the rest of the day and made plenty of money.
I could have got in today on the 40th candle and it would have been fine.
Well, Don,
that happens.
You admit though that you were probably a little bit nervous, at least in the early stages, because you were not necessarily an EWO. You were a scalper.
You're scalping, because in the beginning stages, when it does a pullback, you can go in the negative. But once it goes on and on and on, it starts to pull back, and you're still in the positive. You now
But if you get in
you're
late,
good.
if you get in late, but it's actually EWO, why can't you just why can't you let it go just like you were in? Just because you're late, I don't understand that.
I can't understand any. It's like too many people talking at one time. Yeah,
that's
so
where you
have in the 2-minute EWO, right? If you get in late, you have to treat it like a scalp, which means you can't sit through the going back in the negative and stuff. But why not? If you're in that same trade, I don't understand.
Right.
Why? Well, you're not. You didn't entry. A good entry is key on profit. So if you're waiting halfway through where the EWO run out, one big pullback could make you go negative.
But what
you
if
have
you
to
have
be
this,
prepared.
You have to
be prepared. You have to be prepared to exit sooner when you treat it like a scalp on it. You know, if you get it on the second bar, look at Apple. If you would have got in at the second bar at opening, that thing would have to come down. That thing would have to.
Or if you're late and you get in on a pullback,
Noah's flood would have had to happen again for you to lose money today on that one.
I think everybody is listening.
Or if you're doing a scalp and you enter on the 2-minute, then you can switch to your 1 minute because you want a quicker exit.
Yeah, but if you stay in there for a while, that's initially. You're right, and then when you
can do it quicker that way.
After you're in there for a while, you can even switch to the 5-minute if it's a runner. You know what I mean? If it looks like it's going to run to and you're still in it, switch it to the 5-minute. That way
I
you can
switch
stay.
and I look at all of them, check it out.
Yeah, just ignore all that, Chris. Just get in first EWO after 10 o'clock on your favorite stock that you know.
Just
push the daggone button.
Just do whatever you want. Like Nate. I don't care.
And Chris, just do it with one contract.
Yeah, that's what I said. One contract.
Just do the one contract.
I do that a lot. Just one contract.
Yeah, just to keep myself in it.
It keeps you sharp.
You know, I'm famous for saying that I can do a put, and Coach gave me the great tip is okay, if that's the case, then just do it with one. Don't be too fancy.
Right.
Puts move the exact same way calls do. If you just think of the screen upside down, all the movements, the retracements, the support on the EMA lines, all of it's identical.
It's just better.
I hear you.
Push the button, Ted.
Push the button, Ted.
Do it.
Well,
Ted, push the button.
Else, but I'm excited for tomorrow. So hear how you did on your
10,000 a day isn't enough.
I was about to say I've been doing okay with my old. I feel a little like Nate, right? Once you get into your habits, you're like, okay.
Yeah, I think you're doing all right. You've proved yourself.
But the
Ted, do you have a mouse?
Chris, I wanted to circle back with you. It sounds like you were able to address with the group here. You feel a little bit better about the situation and all that.
Yeah, we're going through the mechanicals here and the support and eliminating all of the other
crap
tornado of information to just try to simplify it. And just click here. We're trying to get back to that. Just click here and then deal with whatever happens.
I did hear
right here.
DJ said that it's the exact same. It's not the exact same. Paper trading and money are different.
Right.
Your brain is involved, I think, a lot more. It's
it's psychological to it.
Your emotions,
but it's still the same thing.
Your money. Your emotions become heavily involved when it's your
I'm
money.
a millionaire.
The mechanics are the same, but I would even argue that it's not exactly the same because the action, I think, is far different when you move from a paper trading system to the real live market where things are changing dynamically, a lot more dynamically than if you're in a paper trade mode.
I don't think the gamma lag works the same in paper as it does in real trading.
Absolutely. I'm convinced of it.
Yeah. Because I've gotten into ones where it's going up, and I'm up $11, $12, $13 on one contract. And then when the candle stops above where I was at $11, now I'm at $6 because the gamma shut off. Even though it's a higher price than it was in the middle of the candle.
I hate that.
Yeah.
And all that. It doesn't matter when you do it.
Are you in CING? Ted, are you in CING?
No, I guess somebody's talking about CING.
Yeah, somebody said for you to look at it. Boris.
Oh, wow, it went up $14. It almost $15.
What?
Yeah.
Based on news?
All right, let me look at it, Tim.
I don't want to feel regret. Don't know.
Shit, I want to regret.
Stop. I hate that. Why didn't I do it? I should have done that.
Vegan knowledge, I love you, baby. CING.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of this.
Wow.
Here,
are you in it?
Oh.
Holy crap! From $3.65 to 14 or 11. Wow.
Look at the wall at CHRS.
Oh, this is singular wireless?
Oh, it's too much for me.
Singulate.
Wow, Christina, look at all that money you lost.
Stop it!
Whoa.
No.
I gotta say, that is a Nate waiting in the wait.
Now. You guys don't.
Oh. Wow. Don't let a green trade get away.
Is this thinly traded?
Yeah, I might end up in the money on CHRS. I might. It's climbing.
I hope Nate turned his computer back on for that.
Nah, Nate's done with that for today.
Ooh, we got shenanigans. We got shenanigans going on my CHRS. A guy with 23,000 on the buy and 25,000 on the sell, and he's playing games.
So it's a 2.7.
Guys, I'm getting the DTs. Stop.
2.7 million.
Getting the DTs.
Wait, the free float on this is only 685K?
Yeah, it's a low floater.
You know,
yeah,
this
they were
is
playing.
the exact
They were
same
making
pattern.
all kinds of money.
You remember this morning?
Yeah.
I bet you I could overlay this morning with what was the one that we did?
FWIB or something like that.
Yeah.
DK.
That's the exact same pattern because I made the joke that it looked like a llama.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, $100 would have been 25 shares, 25.77 shares.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
hear
don't
the
do it.
adverts
Don't do
all
it.
out.
Don't
It's
do
funny,
it.
you can
Don't.
hear
Buy
Mark
1,000 shares real quick and then laugh. All I
That
gotta do
one
is
really.
click.
Holy shit, that's almost $300 right there in one trade if you bought $100 worth of that this morning.
Is this based on news or just kind of pump and dump?
There wasn't no news this morning on it, or was
That's a
there?
pump and dump. It's a signal change.
Yeah.
That was a signal change because it
Came up
turned
with
into.
Guys, late in the afternoon, I think that this is why Nate doesn't trade. Look, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that Nate has a certain way of doing things. And it's like he's the squirrel that has found the nuts. And if this was lucrative, Nate would be here right now saying, hey, this is where we need to be.
It can be very lucrative, but it's that time of day when all the heavy addicts are in. And they're like, everybody's in, you got to get it. It's just.
Yeah, he generally doesn't trade aftermarket. He just trades at like 3 o'clock.
Yeah, he says he avoids the aftermarket.
Daggone, a week ago it was $1.92.
I used to do it almost daily.
Let me take a look at my magical L2 just in case.
Or your 8-ball, like you said today. I got to look at my 8-ball.
To me, it looks like it popped at the end of the day, and that made all the scalpers notice.
Yep.
It popped up above VWAP and just hung out there for a while everybody was watching it. And then it hit this point, and then everybody was like, go now, because they all kind of understand the same thing. And everybody went now. And it went up $11.
And there was no news? Is that what we got? No news?
No news.
Any earnings? No earnings, no dividend.
Across the VWAP right there where it popped.
No earnings, no dividend.
Only reason we looked at it was because it was a micro float. I mean, super micro.
Oh, well, that's why.
685,000. 600. It only takes 10 people trading it to make a move.
Yeah, right.
Why aren't we
It's
doing
so-
that then? Let's all go
It's
make
so
it
funny
move.
we're saying this
Make
now, and
ourselves
then we'll
money.
watch what happens tomorrow. Be on a hard stock pick.
Well,
And of
right.
course, we're joking about that because we don't all jump in stocks and make a move. We don't
But
do that.
it's an HTB, so you can't buy puts. It's
No, look,
sell-off.
look. Everybody buy $100 worth tomorrow morning.
Not investment, financial, or tax advice. Do
Right.
your own research.
Yeah.
Joking.
Right.
Yeah, you can get him in trouble. Don't do that. Don't say that because
I'm
you
sorry.
can get him in trouble.
We're just
Yeah,
kidding.
don't joke like
Sorry.
that. I
I'm
know,
sorry.
but you know what they do. They take it and run with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we don't do that over here.
Especially
Well,
this
then he
is
said buy $100 worth.
Yeah, man. Somebody will take it and run with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we shouldn't say anything.
Thank you,
because
Mark.
whoever plays in the aftermarket know that there are very real risks involved.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very risky.
Just like,
Plus,
just
you're
like
holding
the
it
free
overnight.
market, there's no.
The
there's no
best
stops
time.
in
This is here's a commercial. By the way, there's a whole bunch of selling at 10.5 coming in. Here's a commercial. If you really want to know how to trade the aftermarket, sign up for the VIP and join us in the morning when the great minds are there and the energy is there. You're going to find that you're going to be much more. It's going to be much more lucrative for you to take that strategy than to just do a flash in the pan in the afternoon that somebody apparently has taken an interest in.
Yeah.
And let's cue up the
No
commercial.
insider buying.
Good lead in, Ted. Thank you. The link is right down there in the live chat to sign up for AmericanDreamTrading.com. Make sure you do that right away to get that VIP membership.
Bruno was dancing to the music. Bruno was dancing to the music. I saw you.
Sellers are outnumbering buyers significantly on
Bruno moved. All right.
thing.
Yeah, you all right, Bruno? You look tired, sick. You okay?
Yeah,
Are you
I'm just,
exhausted?
I'm just exhausted.
Yeah.
DJ Vinny, don't leave the show today after Dawn gets off. When Dawn disconnects, I want to talk to you about your Zoom.
Okay.
I want to see if we can fix that.
Zoom.
I don't know why, but I've been able to get on it twice, and that's it. I did get on it twice.
We'll take a look.
Talk it. Yeah.
Dawn can leave us up, and then she could disconnect from YouTube, right, Dawn? Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys can talk
Boris
backstage.
is pointing out all you have to do is point and click. No, I'm kidding.
Point and click.
So
About 13,000.
So Mustang Chris, what stocks do you think you might want to play tomorrow?
I've just been watching Apple and AMD lately, just to try to simplify things some way.
Well, listen to the guy. We got one guy that really follows AMD closely. You might want to listen.
That's
to the chatter,
reason why I picked it, because I was looking at it and I'm like, okay, it costs a little bit more than Apple, but it moves about twice as much. Because I'm looking at them and they move in specific dollar amounts from the point you're supposed to get in till it's kind of done moving. They move specific dollar amounts. You just got to wait it out, depending on what's there. But you know, it'll move $1 or $2 or $2.50, and then it's pretty. Like when you get in at the right spot, it's pretty reliable because we're all kind of trying to do the same thing. I watched Tesla do the same thing: $4, $4, $4, $4, and then change directions.
I've done AMD once or twice, but I really like the Qs. It's a good price, and it moves pretty good. You know, not too fast, not too slow.
I like Qs,
I like
but
the Qs.
I think of it as the other SPY. And
I like SPY.
I shouldn't be in
Kinda.
Yeah,
SPY.
no, I did too.
So
I like SPY, but yeah.
I'm looking at it, I'm charting it, I'm watching it, but I'm not trading it just to
Mhm.
understand it, because we're keeping it simple by only having the 13 stocks here. So
That's a lot.
You're supposed to pick a couple that you like.
right,
Mhm.
right. Well, I
Just
like
put on the
whichever
list.
one's
Try
moving,
one a day.
and they
They're all
end up
moving.
kind of doing
They're
the
all
same.
moving.
You just gotta
Well,
find one that whenever it decides which side of the 200 it wants to be on, then it's gonna go.
You know what? I don't know if that. Here's what I would suggest. Bruno, can you walk us through how you developed an interest in AMD?
Guys just love the stock. No, I'm just kidding.
You're an AMD fan.
When others said that they couldn't or it wouldn't do it, and then it did it. That's all I need. That's my assurance.
That was your confirmation.
Yeah.
But it got your attention how?
I mean, I guess it's really just how it behaved. How this it was. I don't want to say it's predictable because sometimes you have days where it doesn't do much, but predictable in the sense that it kind of. I don't know. You just kind of
Your
knew.
girlfriend, by the way you're talking. She's predictable.
Yeah.
It doesn't just
I don't
randomly
say
drop
that,
$6 all of a sudden.
I mean, I don't want to get rude or vulgar on, but it kind of like you took her out on her first date and she treated you well. How about that? You know what I mean?
Okay, but how were
got
you
it.
attracted to her in the first place? Because AMD, I mean, let's be honest here. AMD was not on the original pre-market setup.
Yeah, it wasn't, but it wasn't. But I don't think I was the reason why I got on there. I think somebody else wanted it on there.
No, no, and I'm not saying you were the reason, but I'm saying that you had a wandering eye from our normal list.
Yeah.
How did it get your attention?
I mean, I guess it was middle of the road when it comes to contract prices. Now, obviously, we're paying more for it. Like I mentioned before today, we're paying more for a contract. I wasn't in a situation. These are just some things. This wasn't the only deciding factor, but there were some cases where now we're doing the 5-cent increments, which I kind of hate because I have to chase it or I have to preset it, because if it gets caught in between a price that's between, like, for example, 50 and 55, and say it's 52, 53, I'm going to have to take a loss to get out quickly. Not a loss, but I'm going to, I'm going to have to pay less or get less for the stock for contracts. So I hate that. So now that it's the only days it doesn't do that is obviously when the premiums stay below 300. But before it was reasonably priced. I wasn't paying for, like, a Tesla today was at like over $300 for one contract. And as much as Mark, enticed me to get into Tesla, I didn't want to pay $300 to $400 when I can pay half of that
That's
for
why
an
I like
AMD.
the Qs and SPY. SPY's
And
much
I'm putting
cheaper.
up, I'm putting up more risk for, obviously more risk, better reward, but I'm putting up that much more, or I don't want to say much more. I would say probably double that with an AMD if I'm getting in at $1 to $2 range versus $300 to $400 range. That was another reason.
What about the movement of the stock?
Movement of the stock, like I said, I've been saying this. A few people know that I've been talking to on the side, as far as inside the Discords or in the channels or in the Zoom chat. AMD was looking to project itself up, and you know what? If I had $100,000 sitting there in my Webull account, I probably would have bought the shares. And now look at $94, $96 a share. So sitting at almost a $50 raise, a $50 increase on the price, I would have been sitting pretty right now. If I would have just bought the shares and held it and banked it. But shoulda, coulda, woulda, didn't. So.
Well, and that's the thing that we all need to be mindful. As much as fun it is to be in the option world, if you don't have a percentage of your portfolio, whatever that percentage is, right? It doesn't have to be a large number. Even if you had $1,000, I would suggest if you start to see a stock that is consistently on the list of, you know, people doing call outs and it's moving up kind of thing, go ahead and own a couple of those shares. You know,
I'm not gonna lie. Intel definitely caught my attention today. So that might be another stock that I might graduate to. I don't know.
But I think my point here, Bruno, and thanks for sharing that. But my point here is instead of taking the coaches list, which is what now, how many? 14?
13 total.
Lucky
Instead of
13.
taking a lot and saying, okay, which one's gonna sing to me today, what I would suggest you do is you zero in on 2 or 3 and get to know those stocks. Even spend a day watching it if you want, right? Just watching the movement and how it behaves and Mustang, you said that you are actually seeing and predicting where it goes up, and you know, I just want to say that's great. We do need to be mindful that we can't necessarily predict, right? We might just we're ascribing some sort of probability.
Hey,
Who's got the
hold
background
on,
music?
Ted. Who got that going on? Yeah,
Oh, what's
'cause
going
I can't
on?
even.
Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you.
we're ascribing some sort of probability is a better way to describe it. There's a probability that a certain behavior is going to happen with the stock.
Well,
But
like when coach says, "I don't like it until it's above so and so." It's the same thing,
right? So
Except I figured out a way to
never
see
say it's going to happen, right? And I hear it all the time. I think we're falling into that trap. And coach, and I said it before, but coach used to laugh and say, "Let me get my magic 8 ball." Because he's the first person that will admit that you don't know what that next candle is going to give you.
Well,
even
like-
if you think that you know your candles and your you know
It's
whatever.
just
Whatever
the same sentiment of if it breaks and holds above VWAP, it's confirmation to the upside. I just have more of those.
And when you say confirmation, it's confirmation of that point in time.
Right.
I've seen it happen so many times when I've got the confirmation to the upside, I'm like, yay, and then somebody goes and fucks me up. Pardon my expression.
I'm gonna bet the band.
Well, and that's figuring out what else was there or why it did it.
That's where we need a
That's a
tip.
swear. I'm sorry.
Family show, Ted.
But I'm
That's
trying
the
to make.
rabbit hole
I guess
that
I
I
swore
went
because
down.
I wanted to make a point. Is even in those cases where we think that there's confirmation to the upside, there's somebody, and this is just like trading in the zone, where the guy proved that he could, you know, that you had this an analyst that came in and said, I can predict the direction of the stock, and the guy said, no, you can't, and he picked up the phone and boom, created a black swan event and caused the stock to go down. That can happen at any point. It happened today. I mean, I don't know if anybody was. I had to walk away from my computer because we had a big drop, and I had just taken out a stop. So I was like, "Oh shit!" Right? Because I was like, "Okay, let me loosen it up a little bit." And it was a mistake on my part. I recovered, but I tell you what, that was just reinforcement to me that we never know. It's moving and it's seductive, right? The candles kind of move. Bruno was saying that he almost fell asleep. I've certainly almost fallen asleep by the sway, the gentle sway of the stock moving, and then all of a sudden, boom, it goes down. So the only thing we can do is come up with a consistent strategy, a consistent approach, and I think that the coach's 2-minute EWO is a great way to start. That because you're doing it a certain way every single time, you're more likely to be successful because it is tied to a lot of base mechanics that indicate within a high degree of probability that the stock might be working in the direction that you want.
Absolutely.
And if it's an EWO, all the rules for the EWO. There was a gentleman today that joined almost a full half an hour into EWO, and he was still calling it EWO, and it was clear at that point it's a scalp, and you need to. There are different mindsets, there are different strategies. You need to decide what strategy works best for you. But the point is, once you make this a knee-jerk thing, then it becomes a lot easier for you to get that entry point, right? It's going to be Pavlovian. You're going to see that candle. You're going to know what to do because you've done it before. It will make it much easier for you to make those decisions because at that point you're not thinking. You don't have to think because you've got a system in place. You have a solid policy. What you do, right? If it does this, if it has these elements, then I'm going to make that move. It's much easier to make a decision when the decision's already been made for you because you've got that strategy that's deciding it for you.
Word. Good point. Very good point, Ted.
Anyway, I wanted to check in because Chris, I think it's extremely brave for you to acknowledge who you are and what limitations, and everybody should really get to know themselves and understand, what is my makeup? What am I good at? What am I not so good at? If I'm not so good at it, can I make some repairs? If I'm not so good at it and I can't make repairs, can I at least play within the parameters that I can feel comfortable with? And I think, I just wanted to check back in here because I think it was extremely brave of you to share right? Your world.
I didn't share all of that.
Right.
That was just for you
chicken
guys
shit
in the Zoom.
No, but
I missed what happened. What happened?
And we don't need to do this live on Zoom. But what I'm saying is, we all have our own proclivities, right? We've all got our own little biases.
What's a proclivity?
Ways of doing things. How's that?
Okay, cool.
And how you spell that?
Layman. We're laymen.
And how you spell that?
Our own little ways.
PROCLIVIES. Boy, I hope I'm
never heard that one.
I didn't realize it was going to be tested. But we have our own way of doing things, right? And we also have our own blind spots. And the best we can do is to examine those blind spots and see if there's thing and the journaling, best thing you could do, right? The journaling will help us be much more factual as opposed to, just, okay, I got into a bad trade and it wasn't a good time. The more that you trade and get into, not just in touch with your thought process, but your emotional process behind your trade, I think will be a great place for you to be. But I really do appreciate you speaking up.
Well, tomorrow's show will be very exciting. Why? Because Chris is going to come back and tell us how his first EWO went. That he got
and how much money he made.
That he got into after time. Yep, you're going to come in and tell us.
Hey, Chris, here's the deal.
Tomorrow.
Here's the deal.
Guys. See ya.
All right.
No, sorry.
Good night, Mark.
Good night.
You're hanging out, buddy.
Chris, here's the deal. Why not do the EWO with shares?
Yeah. I was looking at some of that.
Buy 10 shares. Do the EWO with shares.
I'm sorry.
You won't have to deal with a lot of the hassle, but it will still work well for you. You'll see a profit.
I was looking at that.
The greatest profit in the world, but it might take the pressure off of you. Shares move in a much more methodical way.
I looked at Soxel. Mara, you can't short. A couple of other ones. A lot of the ones that have been coming down for like a year slowly and occasionally have a pop. All the shorts are already bought up, so you can only go up with those.
So if you want to do baby steps, I would do it with shares. Buy 10 shares.
That way you don't have the theta and all of that to worry
about. Just to get into the habit. I did like the immediate move of shares. And hearing TJ talking about him scalping Soxel all the time, I started practicing that. Scalping single candles even. Where does the next one start? What's the wick do? What's the movement? what
I've
does it
seen
do
you
after the
in there
gap.
early in the morning. You come in early, don't you? I've
Yeah, I'm
seen you
trying
in
to
the
learn as
market.
much as I can, as often as I can. I mean, I paid thousands of dollars for it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get every penny's worth.
Yeah. I've seen you in the pre-market. You
There's,
should definitely try some of the stuff that we're doing in there because
I've been,
I
I've
jumped
even
in.
made some call outs. That
Yeah.
one that went from like $2.66 up to $47.
Yes.
It went up to from at 752. I said it's going to start going up again, or it looks like it's going to start going up again. It went up to 1350. It held there all day, and at the end of the day, it went up to 47 and halted what, a dozen times. It was moving so fast.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah, it halted.
Yeah, remember that?
42 times.
Yeah. What, Nate made like $40,000 that day, something like that.
Yeah.
And here I am sitting in Panda Express looking at it go. Not in it.
Not in it. Hey, everybody, get in. I'm not in there.
Gotta get in there, man.
But how is the Kung Pao chicken?
Not bad. Not bad. I usually go orange chicken with that.
I love that orange chicken.
And when I was still car hauling, one of the cars I moved was a manager for Panda, so he left like 4,000 cards in there for a free entree with no expiration date on them.
We had 4,000 entrees, huh?
For free. Yeah, just bring it in.
Yeah, Kung Pao, dude. Kung Pao is my favorite. I love Kung Pao.
So
Kung Pao vegetables.
I usually do both, right? You want to have a little bit of sweet and savory. So the orange chicken with the Kung Pao, and yeah, I'm not a rice guy, so I usually do the noodles.
Yeah, half serving, man.
I don't think I would like peanuts and vegetables, but that Kung Pao, man, I love it. It is really good.
I see it again.
No,
All right, did everybody go over their trade?
Yeah, we did. I'm getting ready to go ahead and shut this down. We've been on here 2 hours, so
Sorry.
I got some stuff to take care of. No, we're good. We're good. Thanks for coming on and hanging out, dude.
Hey,
Yeah, it
before
looks
we
like
leave, Chris,
Single Eight is still hanging in there, guys. That could be something we could watch tomorrow.
Yeah,
Chris, you work or something? You come in early in the morning?
No, I saved up a ridiculous amount of money over a long time because I knew eventually something would happen. So I'm just sitting on my savings while I'm learning this because I know I learn fast and eventually I figure it out. Whatever the it is, I always figure it out and get really good at it.
It's right here.
This is an opportunity I couldn't pass up. I worked out a deal with my boss. He was supposed to let me trade until like 10 in the morning, and then I'd go to work, and he kind of started shying away from that and not letting me do what I needed to do. I ended up, it was like, you cut my pay $30,000 a year, working less, and put me on salary, and now you're still working me full time, and I can't do anything else about it.
Right.
So I'm just going to go. I even, I said aggressively petty earlier. I left him a sympathy card when I left.
So look,
And I put my gift card inside of it, so he had to read it.
come in the Zoom early in the morning.
So I'm not going back there, even if I want to.
Guess not.
No, win or die. Well, I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna post what Coach said to me when I decided that I was gonna retire.
Hey Renee, I'm gonna go get the ride. Love you guys.
Love you.
Where are we? What is that?
Who's that?
I was making in 2 months, 14 to 18-hour days. I was making in 2 months what you're making every day. There's no way I'm going to continue doing that job when I have this here, this kind of opportunity, especially in VIP.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way I'm going to give up this massive upside to continue doing that. Working outside in the snow all winter. I've been hit by a car 3 times on foot while I'm outside the track. Yeah.
Wow. Well, you're definitely meant to be here.
Plus over 20 accidents where people have just hit me and run, and then I have to explain it to whoever's still there. Wow. The job's a nightmare that's carefully managed with a smile.
Right, I'm going to post
this. There is nothing better than this. Nothing.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
I'm addicted as well. Ted, did you say you retired? You walked away from yours too?
Yeah, I did. So here's the deal. I'm gonna. How do I post in the chat?
Could you just read it aloud to us?
Post what?
I'm in the YouTube channel.
Uh-huh.
Show. Oh, did I click on the wrong one? Well, that was yesterday's.
What are we
Hold on.
posting?
I'm gonna post a link for folks in
Love
the chat.
messages.
Okay, because YouTube sometimes won't let you put links. You have to actually be a host to post links and things like that. So that's why I'm asking you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'll do.
Maybe put it in the Discord or something. Membership Lounge.
All right, so here's the. Okay, so whatever I send to you, add you in front of it. YOU.
What are we doing?
Good night, Paula at the beach.
Good night, Paula.
Good night, Paula at the beach.
Thank you for posting
Good night,
the tip jar link so many times, even though nobody tipped. I guess you guys think I suck tonight, but that's okay. I don't mind.
I think it's mostly been the me show. That's why.
Did you get any tips, Chris?
I did, not in monetary form, but yes, I got plenty of them.
Oh, you know what?
First and foremost was push the damn button.
Right.
Right. Please take advantage of that tip. All right. So what are we doing, Ted? Because I'm getting ready to shut it down, baby.
All right. I'm seeing if it came. Oh, you're right. It must have just filtered it out and not let it post. I'll post it in the membership.
Did you not believe me?
He did not believe it. He said, "Oh, okay," and he just continued on. Then
Well, I thought I could maybe fool the system by
exhausted.
taking
Hey,
it
Mustang Chris, look, let me just say this. Mustang Chris, listen, look, if you want to help, I'll be in the Zoom early, like an hour before the pre-market start. Nobody don't be there. Sometimes people come in there, but I'm in there early. If you want to talk about it, I'll be there because.
All right. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Got my coffee pot preset. I'll be ready to go.
Yeah.
Which time?
Oh, there it is. Look in the private chat.
There it is.
Well, now we got to click on
See,
the
Don?
link.
I found
Yes,
it.
it. Yes.
That's a shame. So that would get triggered as a copyright thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, bummer.
Yeah. They are so
You could've
picky.
just read it to us.
They are
like
so picky.
Yeah.
So, Steve, I'll put it in the membership lounge. Maybe I'll put it in the fun house.
That's a good idea.
So what is this?
It was basically a guy that was working at a coffee shop, and to quit, he walked in with some backup singers and sang this song. I quit. I'm out of here. It was just so funny. And it just represents, I think, what a lot of us have is this goal to just say, and that's the thing is what I was telling Coach is, the recruiters would call me, and I get so much out of trading. I love the mental exercise. I love the stimulation. I love finding and discovering new stocks and stuff. It's just become, a big part of my life that I couldn't imagine having to go out and fill out, what the TPS reports.
Yeah.
That whole kind of world where, they pay
Doing
you
stuff
well.
that doesn't matter.
Right, Mustang? They pay you well, but that's kind of like a golden handcuff. It locks you into this indentured servitude.
This is all I can do. It would take me 2 days to do a load of laundry.
Yeah.
Hey, so
Hey,
the link
real
brought
quick,
me back to
real-
link stream. That link brought me to link stream.
Yes, I did. I did get filled on that.
Real quick, my battery's dying. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, Bruno.
All right.
Help me, Bruno.
You're not gonna stay in here?
Oh, you know what? Let me.
Yeah, I'm about to get ready to go too. I'm tired.
No,
Yeah.
I'll stay, but I gotta plug in my laptop.
You got to talk to DJ Vinny. Todd, I did get filled on IMWY.
Yeah.
Todd actually had a good record. By the way, Chris, we talked about this. A certain percentage. Why not do those things that Coach recommend in the VIP room, right?
Mushrooms.
Those fancy income producing stocks.
Oh, I thought about that. I could do a portion and then use the rest.
That's a security blanket, right?
Yeah.
Nobody trades better than those guys.
With the level of dollars that I have, it's not going to produce a whole lot. It'll extend my seat time here until I have to make more than I spend.
So it's not an either or. That's not what I'm saying. Is
That's what I'm
you
saying.
have a mix.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
I mean that's what I mean. I could do half.
Even if it's small, if you get in that habit of keeping it portioned out like that,
yeah,
you're offering yourself some diversity to your portfolio. And as you grow and make money on the trading side, you throw some over the fence, over to the income side.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, everybody have a fantastic night. Thank you guys so much for being here. Ted, thanks for all the advice. Mustang Chris, push that button, baby. Push that button.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
DJ.
Yes, sir.
We look forward to seeing you in the Zoom room.
What's that?
We look forward to seeing you in the Zoom room.
I've been there twice.
I know.
I don't know what keeps happening.
I don't even understand that.
Good
I'm
night,
with you,
Don.
Bruno.
Good night, baby girl. Peace and
Get
blessings.
one of these.
All right.